and you have to check which is the first component which got failed during the test. So you have to check like which is the first component it is failed during the test, and even you have to determine and identify what causes that particular thing to fail, what causes that particular component to fail. So identify. So you have to identify and debug the errors, and even determine the impact of the failure. So, like as you know, a software is a combination of different multiple things. Like when an application is hosted on the uh, server, like there is a application layer, as I have already mentioned, there is a different layers it is connected with, like web layer, application layer, db layer. So because of one particular layer, the other layer is impacted or not, you have to make sure, or that particular point of code, it is making other particular things to fail or not. So this all things you have to identify and make sure that like other components are not failing out because of that particular failure. And once you observe the error, start tuning the application. So once you observe the error, start tuning the application so that for the next time you should not meet that particular errors in your production, so that definitely you want this particular scenarios to be tested in your test environment. So I think like I have completed all of the performance type test. Mostly like one few more testing is also needed. I'll just tell you, like as I covered this breakpoint test, I'll just even show you how can you design that. You let's name schedule one breakpoint test and add a script. So this is what we are trying to. So we have around 1,000 number of users, and let's see, like 1,000 number of users are ramped up in 5 seconds. So gradually in every 5 seconds, one users uh, will be in the active in the application, and this is a virtual load. And even I'll explain you what is virtual users versus real users and everything in the while I install this particular application. So as of now, I'm considering that to give you a proper knowledge about performance testing, then we can start deep diving on particular thing. So let's see, like, mm, so 5 seconds the users are ramping up slowly, and your application is maximum it can support till 1,000 users, then all the users get exited. So this is the way we have to find, like, continuously we don't have a steady state in why when we design this particular scenario we don't give steady state, and we continuously ramp up the users until we get a breakpoint. And finally I will come to a point that there is in my application 1,000 number of users can is supported. So definitely it will not support beyond my 1,000 users. So I think you have got a good clarity about this particular topic. So let's just focus. How can you download LoadRunner as well? Like, as you have covered, okay, we have covered load test, stress test, endurance test, breakpoint test, spike test, and step up test. Volume test, we need normally we'll go for volume test in database when we try to create lot of batches or anything, and we'll see that for that particular time that much amount of volumes are created or not. Like suppose I will give an example of Flipkart. Okay, let's see, like uh, uh, we want to process the order. Like we want to successfully add the orders in the cart and purchase that product. So once the product is purchased, you'll get a unique order ID every time. So when we run a 1 hour test, and we want to achieve around 50,000 volume or 20,000 volume. According to that, we will push the n number of user load, and we have to see that the order has been created or not. That much amount of volume is created or not. So definitely at that particular time, we need volume test, or we normally go for batch testing. So a lot of batch jobs will run, and it will process the jobs successfully or not. In that particular time we'll see that much amount of volume is created or not. So let's get started with our installation. Okay, how can you install your load runner? First of all, like I have given few of the things, you have to go try launching this URL. So once you launch this particular URL, so you have to fill all the necessary details like first name, last name, email, in India, and number and company name and few details. Once you submit this particular form, they will send you a link to your particular email ID. Okay, so once they send, once you receive that particular email, suppose let's see, suppose so once you get a link, then you are navigated to this, fill the details and register it. So once you fill all the details, you will receive a notification on the email to confirm. Once please click that confirm link, then it will be redirected to the microfocus login page. Once you are redirected to the microfocus login page, sign in with your credential, and then you can download the card, product card. So once you download that particular product, you will get this particular kind of file. I'll just show you. So once you download that particular thing, you'll get LoadRunner 2021 Community Edition. So double click this particular thing and a pop-up will come. In that pop-up, you have to select, as I have already installed it, I'll not install, I'll just go with the process. Let's see, I'll try to install it. So I'll not continue with the process as it might hamper. Okay, let's start. LoadRunner. Go to appwiz.cpl. Suppose I'm trying to uninstall it. I'll explain you how can you install that so that you'll have a sound knowledge about this thing. Let's just wait for some time. So once it is uninstalled, we can process with our installation process. So till then, just follow the steps, or please wait. So what I'll do, guys, I'll just try to install on my next class, and so that you can get from the starting. The whole video will be totally on installation and all, and we will continue on LoadRunner. So So I hope you guys have a proper knowledge about performance type test. And now we'll deep dive more on LoadRunner, learn how can we will know all about the components, and we'll know how can we record the script, replay the script. We'll even see what are the runtime settings and what are the recording options and what are the different protocols. Will different definitely I'll try to give you two three protocols ideas, as I have a very sound knowledge and experience in this particular field. So we'll try to wrap up this session, and we'll continue the installation part for the next class.